One,
One,
two,
two,
three,
three,
four, 5.
5.
Okay, we should be in sync.
Yours is delayed. It's so funny.
Really? I mean, you're talking in my time,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
that's funny.
All right.
That's interesting. Well, welcome everybody to episode 2 of G&G podcast. My name is Gato,
I'm Gabe.
and today we have a short one for you actually. Um,
Bite-sized.
yeah, we have
The best kind.
I mean, it's a pretty heavy topic for some of us, and some of you might not care as much, but it's still interesting to get into this world of computer building and just the hassles that we have to go through as computer enthusiasts.
RTX.
RTX.
Going right into it.
Well, actually, yeah. So let's go into it because this is why we're talking about it. I just got a new computer, and how long did we talk about it? Like, when did I bring it up to you? Like two.
I think it was like,
It was like,
I don't remember.
it might have been like right after my honeymoon. I think it was like, it actually might have been the week after my honeymoon, because I know that I talked about getting a new computer before the honeymoon, because I took a job editing wedding videos, and these are like high quality 4K videos, and my computer was having a really hard time handling all the footage. So like I have all these files on Premiere, and then just even dragging a clip from the menu up to my timeline, it was just it took minutes. And then I had to
problem.
I had to render it, and in order to see like a 1 minute clip, I had to wait like 10 minutes for me to see it, and even then it was like super choppy, and I was like, this is not ideal in any way.
It's not efficient.
Yeah, it's not efficient, especially when I'm used to like editing quick. Like I've been using Premiere for so long, and I got my
switch to Resolve.
well, we're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna talk about it for sure.
All right.
Like I've got my keys, my hotkeys set up in a way that when I'm editing, I have one hand on the keyboard, on the left side of the keyboard, one hand on the mouse, and my hands never have to move. They never have to lift.
Oh, that's so good.
And so
that's good.
Everything that I need that is essential to editing is literally in my hands. So I never have to switch from this side of the keyboard to the other side of the keyboard or anything like that. So when I'm used to trying to work as fast as possible, because I edit 3 to 4 videos a week, go into a wedding video, which isn't that long and it shouldn't take that long. It was just taking forever, and I got frustrated. Premiere kept crashing. At a couple of points, my computer crashed. And so I'm just like, I'm done with this computer. Like, I need something new. Like, I'd been thinking about it for a long time. And I decided, like, you know what? Like, this is a necessity. Like, I need to make money. I need to make an investment.
You got to support a wife now?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, dude.
It's like, yeah, the whole thing, right? And so I talked to Amber about it, and I was like, yo, this is something that I need. Like, I actually need it. Like, obviously, I want it. Because who doesn't want a new computer?
Me.
Right? No, you do want a new computer.
I do want to go.
Yeah. But I'm like, I actually have a legit reason to get a new computer. And I'm like, and I have a legit excuse to go powerful. And so here's the thing. I look into computers, and I have an okay knowledge of it, but not to the pro extent like a few of my friends. So I came to you, and I went to my friend Jarrett, who's also like a PC enthusiast. And so
he looks like he would be a PC enthusiast.
Oh yeah. He's if I say, hey, computer, he like sends me all this information on computers. It's really cool.
Nice.
So I'm like, I have these two guys who are like super geniuses on it. I actually have it one other friend, Austin, but I feel like I bothered him enough previously that I'm like, I'm gonna let him rest this one. I'm like,
Let him breathe.
yeah. But the awesome thing is that I actually learned a lot from you two, and just from the things that you showed me, then I would go and kind of look it up myself as well. And so I was like, okay, like this is what I need. This is not what I need. And this is how we go into the topic of GPUs slash
I feel like
graphics cards.
yeah, everything like the term is based on the graphics card now.
Yeah.
And that is being on the shortage is what's affecting everything else.
Do we know when the shortage began? Is it
I think it started was it when crypto started? No.
I mean,
Just when the 3 seaters came out. That's when it happened.
when
When they announced
the
like the 30,
RTX,
60, 30, yeah. That's when it happened, I think.
and I think at this time, like crypto was occupying a lot of GPU power, so people are buying it, right?
Yeah. It's like the worst. It's crazy because we talk about crypto.
Yeah.
So we got money in crypto.
Yes, we do.
So we want crypto to take off. But now the problem is that they're creating laws and saying, oh, let's dwindle down like crypto stuff. And so people don't want crypto. And so the price of crypto goes down. Or they don't want graphics cards. And so then crypto goes down and then our money goes down. And that's like, that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm like rooting for crypto, but at the same time not.
Yeah. Well, so it's super annoying because buying a like okay, listen, I remember in college when I was like very much a gamer, like I was very into playing games and like wanting the better graphics and stuff like that. And I remember looking at a super high-end computer, like, you know, super computer, and it was like between 1800 and like maybe 2200 for like a super powerful computer. And I was like,
yeah.
nah, that's too much. And I went and I bought me like I think it was like 700 computer, like a desktop. And it was powerful enough that I could play the games that I needed to play and stuff like that. Now, an $1,800 computer, $2,000 computer, it's like it's like middle class. It's like upper middle class.
Yep. That's so sad.
And if you want like a super high-end computer, you're gonna spend closer to $4,000 to $5,000, and you're gonna wait like 2 or 3 months to get that computer.
The problem is that, man, it sucks because people are willing to pay the scalper prices because of how scarce it is. And so it kind of enables scalpers, which is the problem.
Yeah. Scalpers are a big problem, and honestly just about anything. With the Time Teller channel, the channel that I edit for, we talk about watch scalpers, and it's a plague, dude.
Oh, it happens in Watch World too?
Yeah.
What the heck?
So like
with Rolex and stuff?
Yeah, with everything. Like so the Watch World is a lot bigger than I ever thought it was. But sometimes they'll have like big announcements and they'll release like a limited edition watch. Okay. And that's the big problem is like you have all of these limited edition, and you have these people that buy like 5 of them, 10 of them, whatever, and then they sell them for like something that they're not even worth it, but people buy it. And so it's like you're saying we're enabling the scalpers.
Yeah.
Because we're like, we want this graphics card, so we want to pay for it. And
I mean, at the same time, I don't blame them because if you can make money, you make money.
It's a hassle, right? It's or not a hassle, a hustle.
It is. I think when they take it to the extreme where they buy 10 of them and then resell it, that's like too much. But that's when you have the intent of like actually destroying the economy, the GPU economy, if there is such a thing.
Well, it's so bad that I wanted to build my own computer, and in a way I kind of did. Like I picked my own parts.
Yeah.
based on a pre-built computer, and then I just updated or upgraded certain parts to make it what I wanted it. But I still had to buy it pre-built. I couldn't buy it myself because if I wanted to do that, there's no graphics cards. Like, they're unavailable.
Yep.
Remember when I sent you the link to the Best Buy restock?
Yeah.
Did I tell you that I went?
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So yeah.
Man.
So they announced this restock of
How
graphics
was
cards. I didn't. I left.
You didn't do the whole line thing?
No, man. So
Were there people in line?
yeah. So
Oh, man.
I woke up early. So the thing, they said that they were gonna start handing out tickets at 7:30 in the morning, and at 8 in the morning they were gonna start letting people in. And I woke up early, and I was like, I wasn't tired. I think I was just too anxious because I kind of wanted to try it, and
Black Friday.
kind of like a Black Friday. Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm up. Might as well go. So I get
Yeah.
ready and I drive to Best Buy, and I get to the Best Buy that's by my house up in Jordan Landing, and there's no one there. And I was like, did I beat everybody here? Like, did I win? And so I'm like, I go back to the site where they announced it, and it says like select Best Buys. And then there's like a little tab where you can select the region. And I went to the wrong one. It was the Murray one that I needed to go to. So I'm like, oh crap. So I like rush over there. I'm driving on the freeway like a crazy man, just all like, oh, get out of the way, you little piece of garbage. And I finally get to the Best Buy, and the parking lot is packed. And then I see the door, and there's all these people wrapped around the whole building. It's going like, actually, it's like attached to other buildings. But it went so far that I'm like, there's got to be at least 300 people in line. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to get
There's no way that you can have 300 of those.
Yeah. Well, according to a tweet, and this was mentioned to me by Jarrett, is that they had different series.
Oh, okay.
So it was like they had like 3060s, 3070s, 3080s, 3090s. But it's like, yeah, but how
300?
But I'm like, how many do they have though?
Yeah.
So I'm like, they might have a bunch of them, but only like 10.
At this point, I'm willing to take any of them. 3050, 39. Maybe I wouldn't pay for 3090, but I think we're at a point where anyone's just going to take whatever they can.
Yeah. And it's just crazy because they like, there's all these people just waiting in line. I'm just like, bruh, like, nah. So I sat in the parking lot just contemplating waiting, and I'm like, I'm looking at the line. I'm like, it's not moving. I was there a good 10 minutes, and the line didn't move at all. I'm like, I'm not going to wait. Like, it's not worth it. Because, like, the amount of money that I'll save, I'll make up for in 2 hours of work. So, okay, maybe not 2 hours. That's excessive. But it just wasn't worth it. So I decided to go home. And 2 weeks later, I finally got my build.
That's cool. Wait, what? Say that again. You got it?
Yeah, I got it. Didn't I? Yeah, I posted it. You saw this.
I saw the picture. Oh, okay. What you end up getting? Was it a 3060? What?
So I got a 3070.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
3070 with a Ryzen 7 3700X.
Dang.
So I went high end for sure, because you inspired me to not want to upgrade for the next 10 years or so. So I wanted to get something that was going to last me a long time. So I decided to spend a little extra money and just be done with it. I still need to test it. I need to connect it to a monitor and make sure that it works.
You haven't even tried it yet?
It's turned on right now.
Oh my gosh.
But I haven't tried it out yet, so it's like, yeah, it's just sitting there right now. I'll be working on it in a couple of days.
Man, I'm so jealous.
But
jealous.
Here's the thing that bothers me about the crypto stuff. So, like you said, we're both into crypto. We want crypto to succeed, but in order for crypto to keep going, people need to buy tons of graphics cards, which means the graphics card's price goes up, which means it makes it harder for us to get it.
Yep. That's the problem.
And
it's catch-22.
I heard that you need at least 10 GPUs to mine crypto, like Bitcoin or something like that.
No way.
Can you imagine 10? That? I don't know. I don't think my source is too reliable. I don't know though, because I haven't done this research. I do know that you require a lot of power.
Yeah.
But is this why they're selling? Is because people need multiple graphics cards and they're just trying to mine as fast as possible?
Yeah, I think now I remember watching a video about it. The hashing or the process takes a lot more power now, and so it requires like high-end GPUs, which sucks.
Would you ever try to mine crypto?
Yeah, I actually thought about it. I thought about it. If I had done it early, when it was like about to take off, I probably would have been good. But I remember, I think it took off, and then I looked at the numbers, and then some person posted like, "Is it worth crypto?" And they showed like the power consumption versus the amount of money you make, you actually have to scale really big in order to make some money. So I was like, it's not worth it. Not worth it.
Yeah. Dude, I wish I'd gone into it a while ago, but I didn't understand it at first, and then I was like, this just doesn't seem worth it. Like the problem, like the whole, I don't know, it just didn't make sense to me, and I was like, I don't want to do this. Like, it's too risky.
Yeah.
And boy, was I wrong. I owe it to my brother that I'm even in it at all, because he's the one. He paid me with a full Ethereum coin back in 2018 when it was worth like $250.
No way.
And he owed me that money. He's like, "Can I pay you in Ethereum?" And I'm like, what? He's like, "It's like a crypto." He's like, "But it can, like, I'll give you the money that I owe you, but it could go up." And I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So he sends, like, so I opened a broker account, and I got the Ethereum coin. And again, I have no idea what I was doing. So I'm like, well, it's just sitting there. And the price was like slowly going up. So it was going to like 255, 260. And I was like, like maybe I'll leave it. And it got to like 280. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, yeah, I'll sell it at like 300 or something. And then it like fell. It went all the way down to like $100. And so at that point I was like, screw it, like whatever, like I don't even care. So I just kind of forgot about it. And later on I heard about Bitcoin, how it was like starting to climb up. And so I went back into my broker account, and I saw the coin, and it was still worth like $120. And I was like, well, this is not going anywhere. Might as well put it in Bitcoin. So I put it in Bitcoin, and my $100 turned into like $500. So that was cool. But the Ethereum coin went up to like $2,000. And I just like kicked myself in the butt, because I'm like, if I had just left it, I would have made a whole lot more money.
Yeah.
So I've been investing in Ethereum now. So I have more. I started learning about it, figuring out like how it works and what I should invest in. So this is when I started getting into it. This was around the same time when the whole GME thing was going on.
Oh yeah.
So then I got really invested, and dude, you and I know.
Yep.
The stress of waking up every morning
tears.
at 7 a.m. every day, just looking at my phone, looking at those numbers.
We were texting each other like every hour, like, it's going up, it's going down.
You, my brother, my friend Dallin was like...
Oh, he was into it too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dallin and I are like way into it still. Like, actually, we're about to do another Bitcoin run.
Is that the one?
On Tuesday.
$30?
Yeah, $30. I told you about that, right?
Yeah. On Tuesday, right?
Yeah. So if you guys listening to this was yesterday. So. I'm sorry. I'm
Secrets
sorry.
behind the scenes. We filmed this ahead of a week ahead.
um, yeah. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been interesting.
That's
I've
good,
I've won money and I've
man.
lost a lot of money, but overall I'm still up, so I'm okay with it. It's
I'm
just
still jealous. Yeah, the 3070 though. It's like I'm trying to build new computers. I'll give some our viewers a context. I built a 2600K for Battlefield 3. 2600K Intel, not the AMD 2700, 2600.
mm-hmm.
And back when I was rocking the 560 Ti and the Hyper 212 Plus, not the Evo, not even the Black Edition, but the Plus, the old school one. And it's lasted me from till now. Like I'm still playing Battlefield 4 at probably like 60 FPS, overclocked, of course, from a 3.4 to 4.6. Tried 4.7, but it got way too hot. Like started overheating.
Did you get a blue
So like, no.
stream?
Oh yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got that too.
I mean, now that Battlefield 2042 is coming out, I feel like for every new good Battlefield,
Yeah.
not Battlefield 5 or 1. Now 1 was good, but I built a new machine. So now I want to do a small form factor.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually have two NR200Ps. Have you seen? I sent you a picture of that, right?
Yeah, you did.
The small fact.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought one in white, and then I saw it on sale for even cheaper for black. And so I have two, and I might sell the other one.
Well, yeah, unless you want two computers, but I don't see why you would.
Yep. Here's the funny thing is that I changed my mind, and now I want the Sama IM01 because it fits an MATX. Then I have two NR200Ps. I don't know what to do with them. Well, I want to restart them, but
sometimes
I could probably sell them.
So, did I tell you that one of my ideas was to like pick the parts for the computer, get the computer shipped, but then buy in a smaller case, like like a micro case, and then try and fitting it all in there. Did I tell you that or no?
No. I mean, wait, tell me, what is it? Is it MATX or what?
Yeah. Because like one of the things that I don't like about my current computer is just how big and bulky it is.
I know.
And so I got this mid tower, but it's like the same size. But I'm like, I wonder if I can fit it in a smaller case. And so I've been thinking about it, but yeah.
I was thinking about the Velka 3. It's like tiny, like 3 liters, like this kind of small thing.
Like the Xbox.
But then you'd have to do like I just like did some research on this where, the smaller GPUs versus the full size,
mm-hmm.
Same performance.
Really?
You just have less fans, so it might overheat faster, but I don't play that much, so I might actually, and it's actually cheaper. So I might actually do that. But the problem now is that if I want to get the Velka Case 3, I got to get a new PSU because I want to use the current PSU I have from my current huge computer as well.
But isn't yours like a 450? Or 500 watt?
I think it's a 650.
Oh.
So it's kind of overkill still. Yeah. But it is 10 years old, so that's kind of... Yeah, I don't know why I'm willing to risk blowing up my computer with new hardware.
I'm pretty sure I went with the 550. Or maybe it's a 6... I don't even remember anymore, man. Dude, I looked at so many parts, so many comparisons, so many mixes that I literally just went with like the minimum / maximum in all parts. Yeah. But I don't remember what PSU I got. I think it's a 600.
Or
is it?
600 is good.
Yeah, because I'm like...
Like I was looking...
Because I looked at it...
My 1070 doesn't even go more than 200.
Really?
Yeah.
So it definitely is overkill. I was just afraid that if I didn't have enough power with everything else going that I would risk like crashes and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't want to do that. I'm like, I'd rather have overkill than underkill.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So,
totally agree.
but
Oh shoot. Baby's crying.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I've been talking that loud.
I don't think
That's the
so.
reason why I'm talking pretty quiet, folks. Because the baby's sleeping.
And
it's part of being a dad.
Another reason why we're going on a short one today is we don't want to wake the baby up.
Yeah. Yeah. I just I'm so stuck. I can't decide between mini ITX or MATX, because you can fit an MATX into an NR200, but you got to do some mods. But and then I think it's only specific ones, which I don't. Like I'm so stuck. I can't. I need a break from looking at computer parts.
See, I needed that, but I couldn't afford it because I'm like, I can't afford to have my computer crash over and over and over again. So I was like, I need to do this like now. So
you can try to sell your current one.
Yeah,
Nice.
So I checked up all the parts, and if this was brand new, it would be worth a little over $1,000. Which is, I mean, not
That's
bad.
Pretty good.
It's not that old. It's like 4.5 years old. So it's not old. It's just, I feel like I got the end of the
life cycle.
Yeah, of the parts.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like I have an M350. I have the GTX 1050. I upgrade.
Sell the GTX 1050 separately.
Huh?
I'd sell the 1050 separately.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, and then I got the Ryzen 7 2700. Yeah, but like it honestly isn't, which is why I'm like, why am I having so many problems with this computer? But
have you even tried a fresh install of Windows?
No.
It's in the past now. Yeah, but 3070.
It's too late. I already got the other computer. No, but this is good because I know now, like, the thing is, like, when I bought this old computer, I just went for like what was considered a high-end computer. It wasn't. I just went for like cheap but good enough, and I didn't really do my research on like the value of the parts or the performance or anything like that. I'm like, oh yeah, it says that it's for gaming, and it came with the GTX. I'm like, I like GTX. Like I don't like Intel. So the fact that it didn't come with Intel, I was like, yeah, I'm down for it. But that's how I made my purchase. I didn't really look into, is this going to be worth it in 5 years or anything like that. So I feel like the parts in this computer are good in like 2013. And I bought this in 2017. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I started doing a little bit more research on upgrades and stuff like that. And then I found out that I can't upgrade it as much because in order
pre-built.
Yeah, and in order to upgrade it, I need to get a new motherboard, and then a new power supply, and then a new, just everything basically. And so I was like, man, I really should have like paid more attention to that. So now with this one, I'm way more conscious as to like what I'm buying and why I'm buying it. And now I know that at some point in the future, I don't have to buy a new computer, but I can just buy the parts, and it's going to be compatible with it, and I can like upgrade it. So
yeah,
this is where I thank you and Jared for guiding me through some of these uncharted territories for me. Like I didn't know.
Apparently, I didn't guide you enough because you're not building your own.
Yeah, you kept saying that I should build, and I'm like, I want to, but I don't.
I'm just trying to save you money. That's all.
Yeah, I know. and that's what I appreciate about you. But yeah, it just
But at the same time, you don't have to wait. You have the 3070, and then you can just go right away, which is like the best part.
yeah.
Don't even have to worry about the building. I mean, the building is fun, but
Oh, I know.
if you need to work right away, yeah, you
Yeah,
need to skip that building part.
yeah. So this was a good purchase, and I mean, hopefully GPUs won't be too crazy in the future, and then I could just
I know.
upgrade that instead of having to buy a new computer instead. So
Yeah, I am worried. I mean, I'm hoping with my new machine, the 2600, overclocked, and my 1070 will be fine to play Battlefield a bit. Maybe not at the highest graphics, and then once they go in stock again, I can buy one.
mine came with a free Battlefield.
Okay, I'm gonna end this call right now. I'm ending this call right now.
Dude, but how many games do we have coming up?
Oh, there's so many, dude.
Okay, so
Back for Blood,
Back for Blood,
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Those are the only two that matter.
Honestly, you're right. Those are the only two that I'm definitely gonna get. I am looking forward to Diablo 2 Resurrected.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Then that's just nostalgia. I love that game, and so I'm excited to play that game with a new.
You should stream that with Amber. I would imagine like your old computer would work with Resurrected. I don't imagine there's like a lot of 3D graphics that need to be rendered.
Yeah, but Amber doesn't play games.
Wait, what?
I mean,
That's right. We haven't even talked about it yet.
She does, but she's not a gamer.
Okay. Like
So-
she'll play like Mario Kart and all that stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Mario
But
Kart,
not-
Just Dance. She says that she's interested in playing Zelda, which
Mm.
I mean, my heart just was like yes, because Zelda's my favorite game. But
Yeah.
and like I've talked to her about like playing other computer games, and she's like, yeah, I would play it, but we need to find the right time so that she can
Yeah.
actually pay attention to it. I feel like right now, even like month and a half or a month and a week after our wedding, I feel like we're still organizing our lives, putting our lives together. So it's hard to like.
Of course.
It's hard to like put time aside.
Just have
for,
a sit down, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe that'll be a good topic for our next episode.
Yeah, just the fact that she's willing to try, I'm like, okay, that's cool. Like I'm happy about that. I was trying to get her into Age of Empires because
Oh man, yeah.
Age of
RTS would not fly with
Dude.
Brittany.
So Age of Empires 2, I was playing that earlier this year, and like I'm pretty sure you saw me online playing
Yeah.
that game. I think
I saw the notifications.
I think I put in like 100 hours in like 2 months.
Wow.
I would just like it was just there, and I would just play it like after editing or something, and I would stay up until like 1 a.m. playing it. So, because again, it just brought back so many memories, and they were coming up with new campaigns and stuff like that. So I'm like, I want to play the new campaigns. But Age of Empires 4 is coming out this year, and
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
yeah, so I'm really
Saw
excited
that
for
one.
that. Diablo 4 is coming out too, although.
Oh man, Blizzard, the whole thing.
Wait, what?
You ever hear about the whole drama? The sexual harassment, HR issues with Blizzard.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a whole fiasco.
really?
So I don't think it'll affect Diablo 4, but it just doesn't look good right now.
You're right. So maybe we're not getting Diablo 4, and that's
Yeah.
okay. That's okay. Battlefield.
You'll be
Back for Blood.
occupied with Diablo 2 anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Diablo 2, Back for Blood, and Battlefield are gonna take my life.
I haven't even played Battlefield 5 yet. But you know, with the whole Portal thing, I don't even think I will. And I think that's why they're making all the games free, because they're gonna include it in 2042 anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm just gonna play Battlefield 5 just to see if my computer can get maybe a good idea if it can handle 2042.
Okay. All right.
But I need to finish that machine soon.
How long do you think it'll take you before you finish it?
So let's see. I just have the case.
Well,
Don't have
but
the motherboard.
aren't you reusing
Still,
some of your parts already?
yeah. I realized the only thing I can reuse is just the power supply. That's it. Like I can't even reuse the cooler because
Oh,
it's yeah. So I'm pretty much building a whole new machine.
dang.
That's why I'm thinking maybe I should just do a new power supply. Like I seen for like $40
Yeah,
for sale.
yeah.
The good ones.
Power supplies are not that expensive, so at that point, if
And
that's the only thing you can reuse, might as well.
right?
You could
Yeah.
just sell your computer also, unless you're selling it in parts. But then you can
Yeah, I
build.
checked my 2600. They go for like $50 on eBay.
Oh,
So it's not even worth it.
dang, dude.
So I don't know. I don't know if I should keep the case. I should probably just sell the whole thing, right?
That's what
I
I
don't
would
know.
do.
Maybe that'll be Zeke's machine when he grows up. I'll give him the old stuff so he can play Fortnite and
Gross.
Roblox or whatever
Yeah,
the kids
yeah,
are
yeah.
playing now.
I was saying, I was telling Amber, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sell my computer. I'm like, I'm just hoping that I can sell it to some dad that's like, oh, I want my kids to play Fortnite. I'm like, yep, this will play it. Here you go. Because it does.
Actually, now, yeah.
I mean, this computer will play some good games, like old older games, fairly well. I mean, it can handle a lot. It's just it's not quite what I need now because I need a little bit more power.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that I want to take advantage of an old man or anything like that. I'm just saying I hope somebody's just looking for like a starter, gaming computer that they don't
Yeah.
have to spend a lot of money on. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to sell mine. Because I have an older computer. My very first computer, which was like a Gateway 56 6E or something like that.
Dude, I had a
And I
Gateway
like,
too.
yeah. So I think I might gut that, throw everything else, and then put the parts of this computer inside there. That way I can sell the case. And then, I don't know. It's all in the air. I can't. Because I think the money I'll get from it, I might as well keep it. If it runs at 4.7 gigahertz, I might as well keep it.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty good.
Do you have a laptop?
No, just a Mac.
Oh, nah, that's gross.
That one's more for like, yeah.
Is that what you use for editing?
The Mac?
Yeah.
No, I just use that for like web. It used to be a programming computer for work.
Oh, okay.
It was only because the company I worked for gave that to me, and then
you
out of nowhere just
stole it.
let me go. No, they let me go, and they're like, we don't have a separation package. So do you want to just keep the laptop? I was like, sure.
What?
So yeah, because they didn't even give me like, they just fired me. Well, let me go essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, there was no pay. There was no final paycheck. It was just let me go. So to make up for that, they gave me the laptop, which actually helped. It helped a ton.
Yeah. Well, didn't so they wouldn't pay for like unpaid vacation or sick time that you had or anything like that?
Yeah, I think the company dissolved is what happened.
Oh, dang,
So,
dude, that sucks.
yeah.
But you got a laptop out of it, so.
I did, yep. And that helped me to get more jobs, and now I'm where I am today. So.
Is that how you got married too? Were you working on the computer when?
That was on iPhone. The apps.
Oh,
Good old
okay.
apps.
You weren't intervened by Brittany at like a coffee shop saying, "Ooh, you look so sexy with your computer."
With
What's
your
your
Heisenberg
name?
sticker on your MacBook. Yeah, no, it wasn't like that.
So, in the topic of computers and why, and like the editing and stuff like that, like what you use for editing,
Yeah.
you've done a full switch to Resolve.
I did.
And I tried doing that switch to Resolve, and I can't. It's
Oh,
hard.
you tried it? Oh
I
yeah.
tried it already. I downloaded it, and I was really excited to give it a real go because I'm like, this is a free editing software, and I saw a lot of reviews on it, and everybody's like, yeah, once you go in, you can't go back. I'm
Did you
like,
see the video about the efficiency of it? There's a
no.
video saying how much more efficient it is than Adobe Premiere,
Oh, well, maybe you should
which
send me
would
that.
resolve some of your
Issues?
4K issues. Yeah,
Yeah, maybe you should send me that video if you find it.
I will.
The thing is, like, my biggest issue with Resolve, there's two things that I don't like. One,
Hmm.
I don't like that I only have one screen. Like, I either see the timeline or I see the clip. In Premiere, I can have two windows, one for the clip and one for the timeline. And I know that I don't occupy both of them at the same time, but the visualization of what I'm working on versus what I'm putting onto my timeline helps me a lot. And so that's like one of the things that I'm like, okay, I don't like this.
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
What?
Yeah. I think you might have to change your views or your windows.
Maybe. But here's the other one.
Okay, all right. Let me hear this.
Hotkeys.
Oh,
Hotkeys
yeah.
don't work on Resolve. You can't just add things. Like there's things that it has, and you can change some things up. But there's a lot of tools that I use, like that I could just click on Premiere and
Yeah.
then I'm working on it. Whereas in Resolve, I actually have to go and click and look for it and go into the menu and stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
that makes my projects take a lot longer.
I would say that's one of the biggest issues I have with Resolve. And it's not Resolve being the problem, but me just needing to learn. And I just don't have time to learn. So
Yeah, because we're old.
so I'm just like barely using the bare minimum tools to get the job done. And I
Yeah.
could probably do it faster, but I just don't have time to learn.
Yeah. If I didn't have to worry about time, I would definitely give it an actual try. But it's the fact that I have to edit so many videos a week and I'm already on a timeline because
Yeah.
I'm working two jobs at the same time that I'm like I don't have the time or the power, the motivation to go into a new program and try to learn it all over again
I
for
know.
something that is working okay for me despite me having to pay for it. It's just a really
It's funny
sucky
because
thing.
I convinced my sister to switch from Vegas to Premiere, and she loves it. And then right when I switched to Resolve, now I'm telling her she should switch to Resolve. Right after she just like learned how to use Premiere and all that stuff.
Has she switched?
No, she has not.
So the other funny thing is like my father-in-law, who's a filmmaker, like a professional filmmaker, he uses Resolve.
That should proof. That's proof right there.
I know,
More
and
biggest reason.
I'm like I want to be able to like talk to him about it and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I told him that I was trying it, and then later on he's like, "How's Resolve going?" I'm like, I went back to Premiere." It's just kind of like I feel like a bum, but man, maybe one day, maybe one day.
Make that day today. All right, I'm gonna
Yesterday,
send you
you
that
said
link.
tomorrow.
I think I just sent it to you. That is your homework.
All
Sus
right.
tareas.
Ooh, yeah, Spanish. I know
Yeah, you have
Spanish.
that.
Oh, I think I got it.
I
Sweet.
even sent you the right at the time code when they talk about performance.
Oh, look at that professional.
And this video is pretty sweet. Like the editing is pretty awesome.
All right, yeah, I'll check it out for sure. Maybe I will make a switch at some point. Maybe I'll talk to my film bosses and I'll be like, yo, I need like 2 weeks of vacation time.
How about
And-
you edit this video on Resolve?
Ooh.
That's the perfect incentive.
All right, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, this was edited on Resolve, not Premiere.
Wow, you're going full commitment on that one.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, like I said at the beginning of this episode, this is going to be a short one. But thank you so much for everybody that's joined us in this podcast on YouTube or Spotify or Apple Podcasts or whatever you listen to your podcast. We appreciate your listenership. And
we do.
We hope you enjoyed a little bit of nerdy talk on computers and editing software and cryptocurrencies. If you
Let us know what machines you want to build. What graphics card you're thinking of getting.
Yeah. Tell us
your thoughts on the whole thing.
Tell us your build. Tell us what you have and what you wish you had. And tell us your regrets. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Leave it in the comment below. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you like our content and want to stay up to date with us, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click on the money button. Give us your money. Just kidding. Yes. I'm kidding.
I need money to pay a scalper for 30.
We need to upgrade again, so we need money. So please send us your money. No, but thank you for your support, and as always, we'll see you next week. My name is Gato,
and I'm Gabe.
And
take care.
Peace.